Welcome back to Cyber and Tech with Jay. So today I'm very excited because I'm going to talk about some of the tools that hackers use, and also if you're getting involved in ethical hacking, you can also use these tools. This is something that I am learning, and I declare that I am not a hacker or a penetration tester. I'm just learning this because as a cybersecurity professional, you need to have multiple perspectives when looking at different network environments so that you can improve your ability to make a valuable contribution to your organization. Now, some of the tools I'll be looking at will show you how easy it is for hackers to get information that's already out there. So I'm looking forward to this one. I hope you can stay with me. Just remember to click the like button, share and subscribe if you haven't, and click the notification bell so that when I put my next video out, then you'll get it. I'm going to do a two-part series. So this first video is going to show you some of the tools, and then I'll continue in the next video. So if you like what you see here in the first video, just click on the next one and you'll see the rest of tools that I have available. So I've just turned my Kali Linux machine on, and Kali is very useful. It's a Linux-based platform, and it's a good place for you to start. I use Kali Linux to develop on my cybersecurity skills, and Kali Linux can be used to do so many things. You can install a lot of tools on there. It also has regular browsing functions. So let's go over to the browser here, and I'm switching to Google. Now I'm going to use a site called Bugcrowd. Bugcrowd is a bug bounty program, and what that is a site where organizations can put their websites on there and allow you to check for vulnerabilities. And what they do is give you rewards in points, or also as cash for finding these vulnerabilities. So let's go over to Bugcrowd and see what that looks like. Now, as you can see here on this platform, they have different options here. But if you go to the programs, you'll see the different companies that are available with their bug bounty programs. So if you see, there's Indeed, Lifter, there's so many other companies here. And what you could do, you could click on anyone. So let's try Indeed. And as you can see here, it ranges from $50 to $10,000 per vulnerability. So there is money in this area if you're very interested in penetration testing or bug bounty. So let's go to Indeed, and this is what it looks like. So the program details are laid out right here, and it shows you all the guidelines that you must follow in order to not be in violation. As you can see here, there's a lot of information here telling you about personally identifiable information, if you access it, what you should and should not do. And they also show you what is in scope, meaning the different domains that you have free reign to attack. Alright, so Indeed has shown you here. This is everything that falls under HTTPS Indeed.com is free reign. Alright, they also have those that are out of scope. So let's take a look at what's out of scope here. If you can see this site here, simplyhired-staging.com, that is out of scope. And of course, they have their reasons why it might be out of scope. It might be because of some availability issue. If you try to do something and it takes down the site, then it's going to impact the company greatly. So we're going to be looking at Indeed as an example to see how we could get some information from Indeed. Now let's go over to our command line here, and let's make this a little bit bigger. So one of the things that you could do with Kali Linux, if you're gonna do Indeed, you could perform a lookup called an NS lookup. You would type NS lookup indeed.com. All right, enter, and here you go. Already you have information here that gives you a server IP address. So you have 2 IP addresses here, right? Now another tool that can be used here is sublister, and if you use sublister, what it will do is give you a list of the different subdomains that exist on that domain. So let's see, you enter sublister here, and D for domain, and indeed.com, which is the website. Hit enter and wait, and as you can see here, it's saying that it's probably being blocked. The requests are probably being blocked because, of course, the website or the organization is going to have some form of control. But as you can see here, here's a list of different subdomains here that fall under indeed.com, and each of these domains can be probed to see what weaknesses are there. So we can go back to the browser, and now I'm going to show you another thing that they use. So there is also GUI interface that you can use. Now the hunter.io is another platform that allows you to search for email addresses under a particular domain, and if you sign up, you get like 50 searches for the month. So let's try indeed.com, and here it pops up Indeed. It says 91 results, and if you click on Indeed here, enter, then you can see here all of the different addresses here. Senior marketing manager, all of these people here, and this is just one. There are several out there that you could use to look for emails. Now all that the attacker would need to do is simply get these email addresses and automate it, and what they'll do is put the payloads in there and have the phishing campaign going, and it's that easy, guys. So we're going to move on to something else here. I'm just giving you a peek into the things that I'm learning, and also to show you that it's not that difficult to get this kind of information that could lead to a breach or a compromise in your network. The next tool that I want to move on to is the built with tool. So it searches this site, the target, and shows you the different technologies that exist. So let's go again. Indeed is our target. So we'll type that website in and then see what it comes up with. And here we are, indeed.com. Technology profile. So what this does, it basically lists the different technologies, and with this information, what the hackers would do as well is go onto the internet and look up the different vulnerabilities that exist with these kinds of technologies. As you can see here, it's a whole host of technologies that exist there. So if you're doing the bug bounty, this is some of the work that you do. There are other tools out there. As I said, this is just one, and I don't claim to have all of the answers. I'm just sharing my experience and just showing you, giving you a sneak preview into the different techniques that might be used when someone is searching the internet for open source information. Another tool that's out there is called the Wapalizer tool. Let's look for Wapalizer and see the difference here. Matter of fact, I do have the Wapalizer installed on my machine here. So all I'd have to do is just go to indeed.com. So if I go to indeed.com and click on here, once I hit this here, my Wapalizer tab will come up and it's going to show me. As you can see, some of the same things that we found in Built With are also showing up here in the Wapalizer application. So let's scroll down, and as you can see here, HTTP3, Cloudflare, and all of these. So what would be next would be to do more research, as I said, to find out the different vulnerabilities that exist with these different technologies.